Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to a new series of Europa Universalis 4. We are playing with the latest DLC, which is Third Rome. And as you can see, there's so many DLCs now for EU4, they've actually had to redesign the interface here to fit them all on the screen. It looks like there's room for about another 12 more. I still remember when sort of Art of War came out, and I thought, oh wow, okay, that's like one of the best expansions, and Common Sense, and there's been 5 since Common Sense. In fact, there's only been 2 months between the release date of Third Rome and Mandate of Heaven. So we are running with all of the DLCs. So you can see we have Conquest of Paradise, Wealth of Nations, Res Publica, Art of War, El Dorado, Common Sense, the Cossacks, Mare Nostrum, Rights of Man, Mandate of Heaven, and of course Third Rome. I haven't had a chance to experiment with any of the new features and mechanics in Third Rome, mainly because my previous game ended unexpectedly when it crashed, so I wasn't expecting to be restarting this series just yet. So this is pretty much going to be me learning the new mechanics and the changes in Third Rome as I go through. So, you know, how bad could that be? So obviously we're going to be playing as one of the Russian countries, Russian nations, and attempting to form Russia. I think I'm going to go in and possibly play as Muscovy. And we'll see if we can eventually go and beat up on Ming, as we spent a lot of Ming beating up on other people. Somebody did suggest Novgorod, which is not a bad idea, but the problem with Novgorod is they pretty much start with everybody hating them, and Muscovy will normally declare war on you very early on and bring in like Perm and the Livonian Order and lots of little vassals, so you end up just absolutely wrecked. So I think we're going to go ahead and attempt to play as Muscovy. So we are a Grand Principality. This is another thing as well. The Principalities is one of the new sort of ranks or new governments that has been added in Third Rome, whereas Novgorod just starts off as a republic, a standard republic. So we are a Grand Principality. Reduces our unrest and gives us a tax modifier. Our ruler is a 312, which is not fantastic. Our Muscovy ideas, we start off with an extra 10% shock damage and some Diplo rep, which is nice. And then for finishing our ideas, we get 33% to our land force limit modifier. And our ideas are basically 10% national tax, 0.5 yearly army tradition, some missionary strength and tolerance of the true faith, 10% morale of armies, which is very nice. 20% reduction in stability costs, 20% reduction in fort maintenance, and +1 Diplo rep. So, not bad at all. We actually start with the following vassals. So, we've got Pskov, we've got Yaroslav, we've got Perm, we have Belaruso, and we have Rostov. So, we do start off with a fair few vassals. So, as you can see there, all of the sort of teal colours are our vassals. So, yeah, this should be quite a fun game. So let's go ahead and throw down. We're just going to be playing on normal, non-Iron Man mode. And we will see what we can do. I've never played as one of the Russian nations before, so this might be quite interesting. Now, one of the good things, starting off as Muscovy, is you don't actually have to mess around with boats or anything, because you're completely landlocked at the start, which is always nice. So let's go ahead and set our rivals. Now, we've already been rivaled by Novgorod, and of course we are definitely going to want to fight against Novgorod, so we need to do that. We have also been rivaled by Lithuania, Kazan, and Denmark. Kazan, yeah, we'll definitely want those as a rival, and probably the Great Horde. Let's concentrate on expanding out in this direction first. So that potentially... We're not going to get Lithuania to like us. So Denmark will be most likely hating here. Sweden is a subject anyway. Lithuania hates me. Poland doesn't. We could potentially try and improve relations with Poland, because if they get their personal union over Lithuania, then Lithuania's opinion of me is not going to matter. We could also go in and try and make a grab for some of these small nations that are independent, like Ryazan, for example. So we could come over here and start to build a spy network. Let's have a quick look at our current missions. Improve relations with Tiva. Reclaim Velsk. Where is Velsk? There'll be lots of provinces whose locations I am unaware of. So you belong to Muscovy, Novgorod. So right off the bat, we can go ahead and get a claim against Muscovy. So that's not necessarily a bad idea. Let's go ahead and take that. Let's have a look at our force limit. We are only at 24 of 32. We definitely want to go and sort that out. So let's get you an extra cavalry and an extra 2 infantry at least. Let's get you an extra cavalry. So what did I just put that one up to? 12 and 4. So let's go and do the same with that one. Now we don't have any advisors. Let's try and get a military advisor. It's a shame we don't have a level 1 morale of armies guy. That would be really, really good for us right now. Manpower could be useful though, so let's go ahead and get that for now. We will want to get some rulers as well as quickly as possible. So let's have a look and just see how things turn out. Let's speed the game up a little bit. Let's go and see how things turn out with alliances, so on and so forth. So you don't actually have an alliance. So there's no alliance up here with Novgorod, so we could go ahead and jump on these guys quite early. Which wouldn't be bad for us because we will have quite big armies, really. When you consider all of our vassals will come in and throw down as well. So someone's joined a trade league, that is fine. So let's wait until we actually get these armies together. We are getting royal marriage offer from Yaroslava, which is fine. They are one of our subjects, so that's fine. So let's start to get this stat together, and then we'll move in there and get into position, ready to jump on the army straight into Novgorod. So you've already got some attrition, which is a little bit annoying. So let's go ahead and start off by getting you... Oh, we've already got a good leader there. You're a 343. That's quite nice, so that'll really help out. Now, you don't have a leader currently. How many leaders are we allowed to have? We're losing a little bit of money here, but that's fine. We'll sort that out later. We can have another leader, so let's go ahead and get one. And you've got maneuver, so at least you're going to offset the problem of attrition. So let's move that army into position. We can probably afford for the time being. Let's go ahead and turn that off. We'll mothball the forts for now. I think, have we only got the one fort? Where's our fort maintenance? Let's look under here. Economy. Fort maintenance. We've got 3 forts. Oh, we've got one there, and is there one in the capital as well? There's one in the capital. Right, okay. So we're paying for 3 forts, which we can turn off, because I don't think we'll need them straight the way. That'll save us a little bit of money. Not much. We're not really making much money. But we'll deal with that later on. I think we can just go straight in here. They've got no alliances at this point. Oh, they're actually in a trade league. We will need to bring back a... You're trying to improve things with Poland. Would Poland give me an alliance? No. Let's bring you back then, so we've got the free diplomat. And then let's see what would happen if we were to declare war. Right, so we have a CB. Right, Odoyev would come in. I'm going to be quite honest and go, I have no idea where Odoyev is. So let's have a look. Odoyev is this single little one province nation down here. That's fine for me. I'll come down here and march in and kill you with this army. So before they get any more relations, let's... Oh, flip. Can't work the interface anymore. Let's go straight in and just declare a war here. Do you have any other alliances going on? You've been warned by Lithuania. You've got no one else going on. So I think what we'll do here is we will actually declare the war. We'll co-belligerize you. And then we can take that land from you as well. So I don't know why you guys moved out of Novgorod. That was pretty silly, actually. Because now you've put yourself in a position where you're no longer defending your own capital fort. I don't think I can get over here, though. Oh, no, I thought I was going to be blocked by forts, but apparently not. These guys are a little far away, but they're probably going to go straight for the capital. Right, we've already smashed that army. So let's just go straight over there and start to siege their capital. I wasn't really watching what I was doing there, and I ended up sort of getting caught out, but I think we can jump in on that army nice and easily. And yeah, this should be nice and straightforward. So you've killed those, just go down there and siege that fort out. We are losing a little bit of money, but of course we're reinforcing, so that makes perfect sense. Now they are going to try and rebuild their army, which is fine. These guys are a secondary participant, so we can just sort of knock them out straight away. We don't have to worry about that too much. We will have to be careful for aggressive expansion. It's going to be much more of an issue in this campaign than it was in our previous campaign as Ming. We're already very, very low on manpower because we're taking a fair bit of attrition. Let's go ahead and detach a siege. None of these leaders have any siege value, so there's no point having huge numbers of them all stood in a single province. So let's go over here and try and... At least I didn't think you had. Did you have siege? No. So we'll go and try and get some of the other forts as quickly as we can. Just save some of our manpower. They've got a few units sort of wandering around over here, but I think the AI will probably mop them up. Apparently we don't have enough men over here to siege anymore. We did before, but apparently we no longer do. So let's go ahead. Actually, let's take one of the cavalry, because we don't want to be unbalanced too much, and then we should have enough to go and continue that siege. As soon as these guys are sieged out, of course, we can use these men to do something else. They're not actually trying to siege any of my land. I think they're mainly trying to unsiege their own stuff. But we'll just wait. I'm not too concerned about what's going on up there. Right, you guys group together. Got a negative 14% chance of taking that one. I've actually forced their boats out, but that's fine. Yeah, so they're managing to unsiege some stuff. They have got a little bit of their army back together. But we've already got 25% war score. They're already at medium war enthusiasm. We are occupying their capital and one of their other forts. And this is the reason why I didn't want to start off as Novgorod. Because this is what happens. You can see that the issue that we're having now is we don't actually have enough men here. Let's say friendlies can attach, just so that we can get the rest of this siege going on. So we're out of manpower at the moment. So we are going to have to spend a little bit of time doing some recovery. Maine has surrendered to France with the look of things there. As soon as we manage to get Novgorod actual, then this will be a lot easier. And we can just go ahead and chase down the rest of those armies. In the meantime, they're unsieging some of the low value provinces, which we don't really care about. 14% chance now of actually taking Novgorod. Disease outbreak down here in Oriev, unfortunately. So that slowed that down a little. Yeah, if they just want to keep marching around here and unsieging stuff, that's fine. There we go, we've actually taken Novgorod now. I think I'd sooner come down here and try and take this fort down as quickly as possible. In fact, no, let's not do that. Let's just go and siege off some of these other provinces, just to try and give us as much war score as possible. Hopefully we can get these guys out nice and quickly. 7% chance now of them dropping. And what was the mission we had? I think it was to take... Was it Velesk? Velsk, sorry. Bad pronunciation there, or bad reading skills. Velsk is what we want. So we definitely want to at least take this province. We may even grab a couple more if we can. Now then, if you guys could hurry up and take this so we can get them out of the war, that'd be fantastic. I don't want to really engage their army here. Do we want to lose... Well, we're about to take some land, so I think we'll just go ahead and lose the Diplo at this point. Although, of course, the peace deal will still cost us Diplo anyway. I don't want to use this army to go and engage because we don't have the leader with this army. Although, in all fairness, the leader doesn't really need to be here because he's not really contributing towards the siege. He's reducing the attrition slightly, but that's about all. 28% chance. Come on. Yes, we got lucky. Fantastic. Move you guys out of there. Can we just get you guys to peace out straight away? And we're going to take your province and take all of the money you have. Right, those guys are out of the war. Fantastic. And we have now become one of the great powers. We literally took one province from a great power. Right, so now we have a bigger army. We can go over here and start to deal with Novgorod's army that has now formed. So let's start making our nation bigger. So you're going to deal with this army. You are just going to go around here and keep grabbing provinces from this side. And hopefully we can take them down before they get too much more stuff unsieged. We just keep heading up this way. We'll take them out. We'll siege a few more provinces. We could just blanket siege, but... or carpet siege, or whichever terminology you would care to use. They're probably just going to try and run. We've got this one. All of those are being sieged. Yeah, it looks like we shouldn't have many problems in sieging everything out, so... we'll go ahead and dive in where we can. Then when we get out of the war, we'll have to take a little bit of time to recover, because we want to try and get our manpower back. They're already offering us peace. Actually, not doing particularly well in that war. We did get a terrain penalty, because we're fighting in woods, or forest, in forest. But we defeated their army nonetheless. They're not going to have a huge number of places to retreat to. In fact, so much so, I think they're literally just coming down there. Let's wait until we get this one, which we have. And then we'll go in and engage them. And then that should be them just about finished off. We'll have one more fort down here that we'll want to take. That was a stack wipe. So you guys move down there and help out with that one. Friendlies no longer need to attach. So we've got 2 more provinces to do, and then this war is done. We're already at 99% war score anyway, so we could probably just take all of this, but I think that will be fine. We will want to make sure we keep an army down here, just in case we get any rebel uprisings. Yep, you can keep asking for peace all you want. I am going to try and get stuff done. 35% chance that we're going to take this fort here. Come on, will we get lucky? Apparently not. Let's go ahead and put you guys in so we don't have too many more problems with disease outbreaks making us too small to siege. So yeah, we're really struggling with manpower now, but that's fine. We have managed to build up this spy network in Riing, which are these guys here. So let's go ahead and we'll have some claims. Thanks very much. Oh, that wasn't the button I wanted. Might try and get a couple more. Do you have any alliances at the moment? You do not, which is good. So, I mean, we could just jump straight into another war, which wouldn't be too terrible. Come on, 35%. Let me have it. Let me have it. Let me have it. Didn't let me have it. It did not let me have it. Let's get you guys down here then. Because, like I said, I want to guard this province in case we have an uprising. And then if we can grab these provinces as well. Obviously, it's going to come down to how much aggressive expansion we have. And how much overextension we have. And we say we do want that manpower to recover. We're currently gaining 210 each month. So there's going to take quite some time. Because we've lost a lot of manpower. Okay, finally we've finished this war. So let's decide what we want to take. Obviously we want to take this province because we have a mission for it. And if we take these, we sort of link together our land here. We could do this. It gives us a bit of control onto a sea zone then. So we could get some lights and start doing a little bit of trade. This already is costing us 44 overextension and 55 aggressive expansion, mainly with Novgorod, that we don't really care about. Okay, so that'll be all of our war score used. We can take a little bit of cash there. So that's giving us 57% overextension, and most of our aggressive expansion is with Novgorod itself. Let's go ahead and send that demand. And all of a sudden, we are a lot bigger than we used to be. So first things first, let's go ahead and get all of the coring done as quick as possible. Secondly, we have a mission. Improve relations with Tver. Now then, Tver are not part of myself here, are they? They are a principality. They do like me. They wouldn't accept vassalization because we own their core provinces. I don't think I do want to make friends with them. I think I'd prefer to try and take them out. So I don't think we're going to bother with that mission for the time being. Novgorod's no longer a valid rival. Subjugate Kazan. We could probably do that at some point. A rival of our rival. Now then, who is that? Crimea. We can do that one, I'm sure. So let's go down there and attempt to improve relations. Okay, not a bad start, I don't think. We've gained some land. We've lost some manpower. So we'll have to try and gain that back. Tver, or Tiver, I don't even know how you're supposed to pronounce this. I'm going to keep calling them Tver. We will at some point need to take those guys over. Now we are still, well, we're breaking even. I suppose that's mainly due to the corruption. Let's go ahead and just put down the army maintenance a little bit, just so that we're making money there. We didn't have to take out any loans, which is good. Lose some money and some admin power, or lose some prestige. We'll take the prestige hit just there, I think. Of course, we have also gained some new forts, which are on by default. So if we turn those off, that'll instantly save us some money anyway. In fact, it's probably enough to go and put the... Well, we don't need the army maintenance on full. We'll just have to keep our eye on the rebel factions and bump the army maintenance up if that happens. But yeah, it is going to take quite a bit of time to recover. So our targets at the moment is Ryazan and Tver. We want to try and take them both over if we can. Not too sure we need this fort here, to be honest. We're paying for it, but we've already got one in the adjacent province, and that tends to mess things up a little bit, so I'm not overly concerned about that. Now, you guys don't have any alliances. You guys don't have any alliances, so we could probably take both of you on quite easy. But I do think we need to actually get some of our manpower back up before we do that. We can now gain sailors as well, so we'll be able to start getting ourselves a light fleet. However, I am going to end this video here because we've gone over the 20-minute mark. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you're going to enjoy this series of EU4. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.